Today I want to go over the Virginia State Earned Income Tax Credit. So the Earned Income Credit, EIC or EITC as it's abbreviated, is generally known as the Federal Earned Income Tax Credit, right? So if you're a lower income taxpayer and you have qualifying children, or in some cases you don't have qualifying children, you might qualify for an Earned Income Credit, which is a reduction to your overall tax liability. In a lot of cases, it's refundable. So for example, here we have a federal earned income credit of $521. Now, in addition to the federal piece, a lot of states have their own version of this earned income tax credit. Virginia is one of them. So there's about 30 states. They all have their different versions, different computations, different eligibility. But Virginia has its own version of the EIC. And the way Virginia computes its credit is it's a percentage of the federal amount. So it's 20% of the federal amount of the credit. So in order to do the Virginia EIC computation, you first have to do your 1040 at the federal level, right? So do your 1040, compute your federal earned income credit, and then you can move on to the state. So in our example here, we have John Q. taxpayer. He's a single filing taxpayer. And you'll note here he has no dependents, right? So he has no qualifying children. But when we look at his overall income, you can see here his earned income is only $18,000 for the year. Given that he has only $18,000 in income, even though he doesn't have any qualifying children, he can still qualify for the federal EIC. So if we look at the earned income credit worksheet here, his total earned income is $18,000. And if he were to look up the earned income credit tables in the 1040 instructions, $18,000 of earned income produces a credit of $521 for someone that is single with no qualifying children. So that's why on John's 1040 here, line 27A, we're reporting an EIC amount of $521. Okay, so now John is a resident of Arlington, Virginia, full year resident, so he needs to do a Virginia State resident return. So if we move on to the Virginia return, this is a 2021 VA 760CG. So John will complete this as he normally does, reports his federal adjusted gross income. And then on the next pages down here, on page 3 rather, 2021 Schedule ADJ CJ, we have the additions and subtractions when you reconcile federal to state income. And then on the right-hand side, we have the low income credit or VA EIC section, right? So that's Virginia Earned Income Credit section. Now, on line 14, you can see here we have the federal EIC amount, $521. Remember, that came from page 2 of our Form 1040. And then line 15, right below it, we have 20% of line 14, right? Remember, the Virginia Earned Income Credit amount is 20% of the federal. So we've got 104 is 20% of 521. And so ultimately, line 17, the credit of 104 is what he's going to be able to leverage. So that $104 is ultimately transferred back up here, right, to the first page, right, page 1 of this 760. And we could see here, line 23, credit for low income or EIC. So he's got $104 credit. His withholding at the state level was $500. Add the two together. So his total payments that he's getting credit for on his return is $604. And then, given the amount of tax here, he owes $499 of tax, and he's got $604 paid in. So his refund amount is going to be $105. That's what the Virginia state government is going to cut him a check for. Now, this is really good, right? I mean, notice how if he were not going to claim the state EIC, he wouldn't get any money, right? I mean, I guess he would get $1 back. But, the point here is, make sure that at the state level you are claiming all deductions, all credits that are eligible for state tax purposes, because every little dollar helps, right? I mean, keep as much money as you earn and try to reduce your tax footprint as much as possible. Okay, so that covers it for this video. Pretty straightforward. Again, the teaching point here is you want to very carefully check, where are you a resident for state tax purposes, if at all. If you're in a state like Florida that doesn't have any state income tax for individuals, then you don't have to worry about this. But if you are in a state like Virginia or New York or California, carefully look at those state rules, because you might be eligible for some state credits that mirror or complement what we see at the federal level. All right, so that covers it for this video. Thanks so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you again on the next video. Thank you.